an actress. I'm acting for a long time now. I've done so many movies. I mean, really good movies. Yeah. So that's who I am. And I am from Ngo. And incidentally, Ngo has two different local government areas. My own house falls within Enugu North local government area. I'm a widow with 4 biological children and some other adopted children. And we all live together in this one humble home. This is where my husband comes from, and I am from Ngo too, but from another village. So that's short history about me.
All right. When exactly did you delve into acting?
You know, like a lot of us will always say, we started acting from the womb. I started acting from tender age because in the school I was always identifying with the acting class, and even before I entered secondary school, I was a member of Tapa Bay Children's Club, and we did a little small skits, and I was a member of a Girls Guild and Girls Guide, and we are always doing drama too. So I had always shown interest in acting, and when I now ventured into secondary school, by God's grace, I had a very good English mistress that took us on diverse things, attending to stage performances, and I was lucky too that in the then Eastern region, they used to organize, or Eastern Nigeria, they used to organize things like Festival of Arts and Culture, where schools are grouped into zones, and then each zone will have representatives on either drama or songs, a lot of other things, crafts, sports, everything. And I was always appearing in sports and drama. Like other children who are, I never liked debating society or things like that. I don't like scuffle, incidentally. So I always want to be on the positive side of life. So I was always dramatizing, making people laugh and happy too. So I started from then, and I was always being lucky to be selected to represent my zone in the state grand finale, and well, I always came home with gifts and certificates of performance, good performance. So I started my husband, and then things start happening, and there's a gap. Once there's that gap in the family, everybody starts struggling. The man did not have patience anymore to wait. Or you are a woman, your husband is an actor, just the same way. What happens when it's a woman that is an actor, or what happens when the man is an actor? And sometimes some men or some women travel to meet with their husband there. But when you start having children and you have like 2, 3 children, who will you leave your children for to go and meet your husband on location? Sometimes you stay on location for 21 days, or you are coming up from this job, another one calls you, say, let me come and pick this on before there's a gap again, and you are staying too long away from your family. Such things can cause trouble. These are the things. And then sometimes some men too don't like their wives playing certain roles, and the wife knows, where we shoot, there are so many people. This is make-believe. The things are not real, and we try to make people see that it is real. So your husband may think that you really did something like that, so they start getting jealous. Or your wife may say, you really hugged that lady too tight, and you did that. But you are doing it for the sake of the job, to make it come out fine, so that you won't have restrictions. And some of them don't understand. These are the things. I can line them up a lot. You see that most of the time it's not our fault. It's the nature of the job. And for people who don't understand, it it just gets on their heads and then they start acting. You try to calm them down. No, the next thing they go on the internet, the next thing they start talking, and then they make it look like it's true. The women's side, the men's side, all alike. So I can name so many things, but for the sake of time, I think this is enough for people to know that most of the accusations or allegations against us that take our marriages, male side and female side, they are not our faults and they are not true. But it's broken, you know, and then sometimes God makes it work again. Sometimes it's just like that. And if you quit your job, what else will you be doing? Some people actually quit act so that their marriage can stand, especially on the women's side. But the men, they say, no, if you want to come with me, come with me, let's go on set. But you can't leave the family and go, but you can't leave your own job to go. So these are the things that really crack our marriages.
So, Ma, don't you think that even the societal pressure, like the paparazzi, the social media and all of that, could influence the crash?
Yeah, sometimes it does. That's why I said there are other things that cause these cracks. But the major things are, well, doctors, they say they are own too. Sometimes they say when doctors are doing night duty, things happen. When nurses are doing night duty. So every profession has its own problem.
The couples out there who are in this industry, like celebrities and all of that, on how to manage their home.
My candid advice is this. If your husband was already acting before you got married to him, you know the things that go with acting. If your wife was acting before you got married to her, that's actually where you saw her. There's no point stopping her from acting. And this is her passion, or this is his passion, and this is where he or she makes his or her money. There's no point stopping. Just find a way. If you cannot, if your jealousy is so high, I don't think you should get into marriage with an actor or an actress. If you can't hold yourself, but if you really can, bear with us. Most of all the things we do it in the presence of people. So there's no way a man and a woman will be having sex for real, except they are doing blue film, and you will know that your wife or your husband is into such business. And there's no way they just make believe, and then you are believing it already that is real because they are doing it well. But actually, you know, even in our midst, if a man is actually playing love with somebody on set and you come out and your thing is standing, they begin to mock you. You feel ashamed of yourself. So people are there. The cameraman is there. The lights men are there. The makeup artist is there. The director is there. The artistic director is there. You are surrounded by people, so you don't even do anything stupid. So believe us when we say those things are not real. Believe us. Except there's an extra thing after shoot, which can happen. Because sometimes people, after shoots, they go out there. Some people go to ease off. They go to clubs and things like that. Some people just go back to rest for the next day because our job is actually stressful.
Mommy, congratulations to you on your birthday.
Thank you.
How does it feel like to be 65?
Feels so great. I'm looking at me. By God's grace, He has kept me. No secular disease, no terminal disease. I'm still strong on my feet. I'm not limping and all that. I feel grateful to God Almighty for keeping me till now, and I know you are the reason God is keeping me too, because you enjoy my movies a lot. Thank you. You are the reason I am who I am today, by God's grace.
So, what are your plans? What's the way forward? What should we look out for?
More artistry. I'm going to promise you that. You know, sometimes I don't even need extra makeup to show that I'm getting old. So it's going to become even more natural than it used to be. look out for me and movies that are coming out. Oh my word. The producers are not even believing that I'm getting old.